Hello and welcome to Infernal Inkwell. I'm your host for tonight, Christoph. If you're new to the channel, we cover all things horror, including topics like today, horrible people who do horrible things. Stick around to find out all about Albert Fish, and if you enjoy this kind of content, please subscribe and leave a like. It really does help the channel as we are just getting going. Albert Fish was an American serial killer, child predator, and cannibal who gained notoriety for his heinous crimes during the early to the mid-20th century. Born on May 19, 1870, in Washington, D.C., as Hamilton Howard Fish, he later became known as Albert Fish. His life was marked by a series of disturbing events, and his criminal activities shocked the nation. Fish's childhood was troubled, and he experienced significant trauma that likely contributed to his later criminal behavior. His father passed away when he was just 5 years old, leaving his mother to raise him. Fish's mother placed him in an orphanage after she was unable to care for him, and he endured physical and emotional abuse while living there. This tumultuous upbringing may have played a role in shaping Fish's disturbed psyche. As Fish grew older, he embarked on a life filled with criminal activities and deviant behavior. He married and had several children, but his personal life was marred by instability. Fish's criminal record began to accumulate, including arrests for various offenses such as theft, fraud, and writing bad checks. However, his most heinous crimes were yet to come. One of the most infamous aspects of Albert Fish's criminal history is his sadistic and perverse acts against children. Fish preyed on young victims, often targeting those who were vulnerable and marginalized. In 1928, he committed a particularly gruesome and notorious crime when he abducted and murdered 10-year-old Grace Budd. The details of this crime are chilling and exemplify the depths of Fish's depravity. Fish responded to a newspaper advertisement placed by the Budd family, who were looking for work for their son. Posing as a kindly grandfatherly figure, Fish gained the trust of the family and convinced them to let him take Grace to a party. Unfortunately, this supposed party was a ruse, and Fish took Grace to an abandoned house where he carried out unspeakable acts of violence. After committing the heinous crime, Fish sent a letter to the Budd family detailing the gruesome events surrounding Grace's murder. The letter described in explicit detail how he had killed, mutilated, and consumed parts of Grace's body. This letter, along with the horrific nature of the crime itself, shocked the community and law enforcement, prompting an intense manhunt for the sadistic killer. Fish's criminal activities extended beyond the murder of Grace Budd. He was later connected to other child murders and disappearances, revealing a pattern of predatory behavior that spanned several decades. Fish's modus operandi often involved selecting victims who were unlikely to be missed or whose disappearances might go unnoticed for an extended period. In 1934, the authorities finally apprehended Albert Fish. His arrest and subsequent trial exposed the extent of his crimes, sending shockwaves throughout the nation. Fish's defense team attempted to portray him as mentally ill, and he underwent psychiatric evaluations to determine his mental state. The evaluations revealed a disturbing profile of a man driven by sadism, paraphilia, and a compulsion to harm others. During the trial, the public was exposed to the gruesome details of Fish's crimes, including his cannibalistic tendencies and perverse desires. Despite attempts to use an insanity defense, Fish was found guilty of the murder of Grace Budd and was sentenced to death. The trial and its aftermath highlighted the challenges of understanding and addressing the complexities of mental illness within the criminal justice system. Albert Fish's execution took place on January 16, 1936, in the electric chair at Sing Sing Correctional Facility in Ossining, New York. His life and crimes left an indelible mark on the collective consciousness, serving as a chilling reminder of the capacity for human cruelty. The case also spurred discussions about the intersection of mental illness and criminality, with Fish often cited as an example of extreme psychopathy. In the years following his execution, Albert Fish's legacy continued to capture the imagination of true crime enthusiasts, psychologists, and those interested in understanding the darkest corners of the human psyche. His case remains a subject of analysis and discussion, contributing to broader conversations about criminal profiling, forensic psychology, and the complexities of identifying and addressing aberrant behavior. The Albert Fish case serves as a stark reminder of the importance of understanding the factors that contribute to criminal behavior and the challenges in preventing and addressing such atrocities. While the specifics of Fish's life and crimes are undoubtedly disturbing, they offer an opportunity to explore the intersections of mental health, criminal justice, and societal responsibility in grappling with individuals who pose a threat to the safety and well-being of others. As always, thank you for watching. I hope you become part of the community and explore with us all things horror. Be safe in this crazy world. If you have anything you would like us to cover, please leave it in the comments, and until next time, have a horror-filled night.